Hello students, how are you all? I hope everyone is fine and doing well. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter 5, the chocolate room. And we are going to do 2 pages today. The rest of the 2 pages we will do it tomorrow. So let's go through the chapter, page number 44. The chocolate room. Roald Dahl will always be counted among the greatest of modern British writers. This chapter is from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, one of his most popular books for children. Mr. Willy Wonka invites 5 children for a visit to his chocolate factory. Among them is a poor little boy, Charlie Bucket, accompanied by his grandfather. The children see fascinating sights at the factory and have strange experiences. In this extract, Mr. Wonka shows them the chocolate room. "An important room this is," cried Mr. Wonka, taking a bunch of keys from his pocket and slipping on into the keyhole of the door. "This is the nerve center of the whole factory, the heart of the whole business, and so beautiful. I insist upon my rooms being beautiful. I can't abide ugliness in factories. In we go then. But do be careful, my dear children. Don't lose your heads. Don't get overexcited. Keep very calm." Mr. Wonka opened the door. 5 children and 9 grown-ups pushed their ways in, and oh, what an amazing sight it was that now met their eyes. They were looking upon a lovely valley. There were green meadows on either side of the valley, and along the bottom of it there flowed a great brown river. What is more, there was a tremendous waterfall halfway along the river, and a steep cliff over which the water curled and rolled in a solid sheet, and then went crashing down into a boiling, churning whirlpool of froth and spray. Below the waterfall, and this was the most astonished sight of all, a whole mass of enormous glass pipes were dangling down into the river from somewhere high up in the ceiling. So this chapter is actually a chapter from the book Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, written by Roald Dahl. And Mr. Wonka here invites 5 children for a visit to his chocolate factory. So among them is a poor little boy whose name was Charlie Bucket, and he was accompanied by his grandfather. The children were very excited to see the sights at the factory, and they have strange experiences over there. So here in this chapter, Mr. Wonka shows them the chocolate room. So he said that it's a very important room. He took out the keys from his pocket and was slipping into the keyhole to open it. So he said this is the nerve center of the building, and I insist that all my rooms are very beautiful. I don't like ugliness. So let's go inside, but don't lose your control and don't get overexcited. Keep very calm. So when they opened the door, 5 children and 9 grown-ups, means 9 elders, they all went inside, and they were shocked and amazed to see such a beautiful sight over there. They were looking down a lovely valley. There was a lovely valley with green meadows. Meadows means fields of grass on both the side of the valley. And then at the bottom there flowed a great brown river. What is more, there was tremendous waterfall halfway along the river. So along the river there was a tremendous waterfall over a steep cliff over which the water curled and rolled in a solid sheet. That means it was coming and then it was rolling in solid sheets. It was such a beautiful sight to see. You can see it in the picture of page number 45. And then went crashing down into a boiling, churning water pool of froth and spray. Then when it was flowing down on the river, it looks like it was moving around a boiling. No, it's look like boiling, it's bubbling, and then sounds were there, so it's sprays were there. It seems like the vapor from the boiled water is coming out, so it looks very beautiful. And below the waterfall, there was a whole mass of enormous glass pipes were dangling down into the river from somewhere high up in the ceiling. So from the ceiling, there were water pipes, glass pipes also, which was hanging loosely in the waterfall. For what it was hanging loosely, we'll come and find out in page number 45. They really were enormous, those pipes. There must have been a dozen of them at least, and they were sucking up the brownish muddy water from the river and carrying it away to goodness knows where. And because they were made of glass, they would see the liquid flowing and bubbling along inside them. And above the noise of the waterfall, you could hear the never-ending sucking sound of the pipes as they did their work. Graceful trees and bushes were growing along the river's banks, weeping willows and alders, and tall clumps of rhododendrons with their pink and red and mauve blossoms. In the meadows, there were thousands of buttercups. "There!" cried Mr. Wonka, dancing up and down and pointing his gold-topped cane at the great brown river. "It's called chocolate. Every drop of that river is hot, melted chocolate of the finest quality, the very finest quality. There's enough chocolate in there to fill every bathtub in the entire country." So, those pipes actually, they were sucking the brownish muddy water from the river, and it's going up, but they don't know where it is going, but the pipe is sucking the muddy water from the river and it's going up, and they could hear the liquid flowing through the pipes and also the bubbling sound along them. And there was a sucking sound, like suck when pipes used to suck, when we used to have water or juice through the straws, and then a sound used to come. That is called the sucking sound. It was coming from there. So there were very beautiful and graceful trees and bushes. Some names were also given, like weeping willows were there, alders were there, tall clumps of rhododendrons were there with pink and red and mauve blossoms. That means pink, red and mauve color flowers. So all these are names of trees and bushes. And in the meadows, there were thousands of buttercups too. Then Mr. Wonka, he cried excitedly, dancing, and showed that, pointing his gold topped cane. That means the stick with a round bulb of gold at one end. He had a stick where at one end there was a round bulb of gold. With that stick, he was pointing at the great brown river, and it said that all this water is all chocolate. It's hot and melted chocolate, and it's the finest quality you will find anywhere. And there's so much of chocolate that it may fill each and every bathtub in the entire country. So this is what we will finish it for today. The next two chapters we are going to do it tomorrow. In today's assignment, we are going to do the word meanings. If you have any doubt, you can clarify it in the evening session. Thank you and have a wonderful day.